Justice League of America is a new book which brings together a team that Batman handpicked. Before getting into the Rebirth episode that will cover the actual formation of that team, there are a few spin-off one-shot books to introduce you to most of the cast. We're going to cover those for you, and today we're going to be covering Ray. This is a superhero that I honestly don't know anything about outside of this issue. Is he even a superhero from before? Is he a new superhero? Someone let me know in the comments down below, because I really should have just Google searched this before doing the episode. Anyway, we're going to begin. As a young boy, Ray Terrell was forced to stay inside in the dark due to the fact that exposure to sunlight could kill him. So all he could ever do was sit and watch his favorite superhero show, Silverblade. Tonight, however, was a special night. It was his birthday. And as his mom brings out his cake, he asks if he can have candles this year. She tells him how stupid can he be, and then stops herself, stating that he should know better. He can't have candles. Just because he asks every year doesn't mean he's going to get them. He's allergic to light. Candles could kill him. And as Ray looks at the cake, he tells her that he doesn't care anymore. He gets up and he looks at a picture of his friend Kaden, and he asks if he can at least have some company over. She tells him after what happened last time when he played with the camera, no way. All of the flashing caused Kaden to go to the hospital. God knows if he's hurt or even still alive. As the years passed, the news began to refer to Ray as the Night Boy, since he could never leave his house. All he could ever do was watch old movies, draw, and read about heroes. But one night, Ray decided that he didn't want to live like this anymore. He cut his own hair, and he thought that tonight was going to be the night. He was finally going to go outside. It was time to stop living in the dark. So for hours, Ray wandered the city, not dying. A group of kids spot Ray and tell him to come over and hang out. His haircut looks pretty weird, and one of the kids asks what his name is. Ray extends his hand to give them a handshake, and he tells them Ray. But as he reaches out, his skin begins to crack, and his entire body begins to shine. The kids run off, and Ray shouts that he didn't mean to, and then suddenly, Ray disappears. He begins to float above invisible, watching as the kids try to explain to the police what happened. And the years begin to pass, and Ray decided that it might be best to remain invisible. So he traveled and he watched the world go by until he found his way to the city of Vanity in Oregon. There he saw a billboard of his childhood friend Kaden, and he was running for town mayor. Ray hurries over to the theater where Kaden is supposed to be making his big speech, and he watches. And Kaden tells the townspeople that this city was named the most depressing city in America. And it's not because of the architect, weather, or crime, it's because of fear. As a teen, he moved here, and he felt that fear himself, being partially blind, biracial, and gay. So the city closed its doors to him. But together, they can give Vanity a new name. A man from the crowd stands up shouting, "Why would they change? People leave them alone, and now someone wants to change that?" He then unzips his jacket and he takes out a projection of a shield and sword, shouting, "Sons of Liberty, see right through you!" He then begins to charge towards the stage, and as Ray watches, he feels that it is time to show himself. He stands before the man and he begins to face himself back into a physical form, firing a blast towards the man. The man blocks the blast with his shield and he pushes through, punching Ray. And as he jumps on top of him, Ray holds out his hand to the man's face and then he disappears. The man, now invisible, shouts, "What did you do? I can't see anything, where are you?" Ray then grabs the man, phasing back into his physical form, and he strips him of his weapons. He turns back to Kaden and he asks if he's okay. And Kaden says that he expected some pushback on his campaign. But energy shields? He then casually asks, "What about you?" And Ray says, "This isn't all weird for you, is it?" Kaden laughs, stating, "This isn't the first time that someone's blown up in his face." He's gonna have to take a guess and think that he might not be in Vanity very long. He goes on thinking that he doesn't know where he came from, but the people here could use a ray of hope. Ray then starts to generate a helmet, telling himself that he needs to not worry about that anymore. Trust him. He's done hiding. Now, this is the origin of a superhero named Ray, and like I said at the beginning, I honestly don't know if he's an old superhero brought back or what his situation is, but he's kind of a cool guy. I like the idea of a superhero based upon light powers, but then again, I'm a huge fan of the Green Lantern, and they use light-based weapons as well. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to this channel to keep up to date on what we're doing with the Justice League of America storyline. Next up is going to be the Rebirth issue, and I hope to see you guys here or on Twitter at ComicStorian. Thanks, I'll see you again.